Gasparino is here with what Wall Street is weighing when it comes to the future of cryptocurrencies. Hi, Charlie.
Do you know that I would say since this rout began in crypto, it shaved more than $1 trillion off the entire market cap? I mean, I think we were talking about a $3 trillion business back in a couple months ago, when particularly when Bitcoin hit that high of about $60,000. We're down to about 1.8 trillion. I mean, this is a significant sell-off. If you talk to enough traders out there, and particularly I speak to hedge fund guys who were all in, not all in, but everybody had a position in crypto of all the big hedge funds. A lot of I'm not going to say who, because they don't want me touting their positions, but a few of my sources said they're out. And these are major hedge fund people. They believe that this crypto, collapse is going to go further. Now, we should put a Bitcoin chart up there because it's actually relevant. I know we have to do some stuff with ETFs, but Bitcoin is kind of an interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. Can we do a longer, not an intraday? Can we do like a 5-year, 10-year thing, something like that? Because you can see like how this thing is done over the past couple of years. Yeah, you got 1 month. Yeah, there we go. That's a year. If you can get 10 years, it'd be great. Just the longest we can. Because what's interesting, David, is that crypto is now back to trading on fundamentals, I think. And I think that's the upshot from traders. And what are the fundamentals? It's got to compete with the Fed. The Fed is raising rates. Crypto used to be an inflation hedge. If you think the Fed's going to get inflation under control by raising rates, that basically takes a lot of steam out of it. There you go. By the way, that's interesting. If you went down to levels in 2020, by the way, crypto would still be it would still be doubled from where it began. Bitcoin would still be doubled from where it began. So don't expect this thing could go a lot further. Again, trading on fundamentals. The Fed, it was once an inflation trade. When the Fed starts raising rates, it literally takes the steam out of a lot of speculative assets. This is one of them. I think number two is that some of it is being divorced from the blockchain and in the past, and now it's being looked at with the blockchain. Is blockchain making the strides that we thought it should through this whole craze? You still can't buy a slice of pizza with crypto. The blockchain is not that universally used, and I'll tell you, David, unless it becomes much more embedded into the real economy, right, people are going to question the cryptos. And there's one other thing which is hanging over it, which I think is going to hang over for a while, and that's regulatory uncertainty. These guys don't know who should regulate it. The Fed wants to do it. Gary Gensler wants to do this. The CFTC wants to do that. You really need Congress to step in and say, we need one uber regulator, and here are the rules of the road for everybody.
Bingo.
So put all that together, David, and it ain't a pretty picture. I am telling you, my hedge fund sources are out.
And by the way, we haven't even talked about taxes either. I mean, maybe when you buy a slice of pizza, you have to pay a tax penalty too. I mean, there are all kinds of problems with it. But again, that blockchain technology is so revolutionary that I can't imagine some way that it not get into the economy.
David, I agree, and I'm a big believer in blockchain.
Yeah.
However, it is the advancements of crypto. Like, we hear more about the crypto than we hear about the blockchain. Right. It has to reverse itself somehow.
That's a great point. What a terrific point that is. Because books have been written on blockchain. I mean, it is an incredible revolutionary technique. Right. It just doesn't have a place yet, exactly. And I don't think cryptos are enough for it. It's a great question. We got to leave it open because we got a guest.
But just one more thing. How much advancement in blockchain has there been between 3 years ago and today? I don't think anybody knows that answer.
Well, they've been focusing a lot on crypto and not enough on blockchain, perhaps. But you bring up a great point, and I think that's what people have to focus on, is finding a place. And the market will. The market will find a place for blockchain. Right. It just may not be there
We don't need the government. They should just let this thing just ride up and down. That's the best way.
I agree with you 100%. Charlie, great stuff. Thank you.